Okay, hello dear friends, good evening, such a beautiful, beautiful evening. I always wanted to do this video to show you something, and finally I made it. I want to tell you all about making this video. Okay, the first thing, why I come to the library. So the other day, my car needs to be repaired or need to be maintenance. It's a time for service. So I went to the car garage, went to the service station. And it's been a long time. I am on vacation on holiday. So it's 2 weeks or something, not going to work. So I feel every day I am repeating the same thing, the same place. I am stuck inside my little room, eating, sleeping, everything in the same place. I need something new, something fascinating, something interesting. So we put our car in garage. Of course, we cannot move much. And also, it was raining this couple of days. So it just, in that static stage, and I want to see some change. So the other day I went to the garage, the service station. Oh, wow, big building, or big, beautiful, with new model of cars, which I can never afford. And the serviceman told me about the price. It's just excruciating pain. No, that's not the right word. Anyway, it hurts me. As my job, my salary cannot even afford to prepare my car. Yeah, all these things. But there is something good about it. Is that to see the big, beautiful, clean office building. And that office building also have a coffee or tea you can drink. Of course, I took a cup of mocha cappuccino to enjoy my life, to benefit a little minute of it. The point I want to say is that getting out of your comfortable zone, getting out of your routine place, getting out of the boring place, it's so important. It nourishes our soul to have some movement, to have some change. So on the way back home, I came to library. And here, another day, 2 days later, I came back to the library again. So I borrowed the book, Velveteen Rabbit. And I asked the people, the librarian here, how can I get some books so that I can read? Because there is copyright protection. But if the book is old, as I remember, 30 years after the author died, or something, the book is copyright free, I can read. So I am looking for these kind of books. And not only asking about the librarians, and now I am also asking you if you have any suggestion. I like picture books, easy books, nothing complicated. My broken English cannot handle complicated, sophisticated rhetoric lessons and words and phrases. So if you have some author's name, bring it up. If there are some classic good books that you know old enough. Maybe we can do a reading of the books. And these couple of days, I was listening to other people talking about their story, telling their story, telling how they grow into this stage from a career person, no, from working in corporate life until freelance, doing YouTube, doing social media, doing marketing, and start freelancing, start her proper self-business. It's very interesting. So I am inspired by other people's story. I am thinking my own story is also can bring us to think, to, if I am totally shameless, can be inspiring for you also. Do I make any sense? We can always learn something. So I want to do book reading. If you have books or authors, to let me know. And I want to tell my stories. I did not want to tell my story because I was thinking maybe one day I will write a book, or maybe that's my private information. I want to die with nobody knows a trace of me. But now I am thinking, I have already lived a bigger part of my life in this planet. I don't know when is the next day that I am gone. So maybe it's not a big deal to tell the story. There is no secret about it. And something that I am comfortable to talk about, maybe I will just tell the story. It can get you to sleep. It gets me to practice my way of talking, my way of story making. Should be a good thing. Should be a win-win situation, right? So, another thing that comes all together with this listening to others' motivational or inspiring story and having too much time on my hand. Another thing, I am doing my second podcast series. I have done several podcast series, and I think totally I have around 500, 700 episodes on podcast, on Anchor, on podcast. And a lot of time the story does not have, or my podcast does not have a particular series. Now I want to do something particular series. I have finished the demotivational talk. It's inspired by this phrase: behind every corpse on Mount Everest, there is an extremely motivated person. So how about we just calm down? That was the motivation for me to do this demotivational talk. We just want to live a comfortable life, a relaxed life, or we just want to live a life. There are people who want to be alpha, stand out, but this world has a demand, has a need for ordinary people like you and I, for people who just live the way they are comfortable with, and it's okay. We do not need to be pressured. There are people who could not read, who didn't go to school. They still live to their mature age. And there are people who learned this, learn that, and do this, do that, and they do not reach to their mature age. It's okay to be just you and I, the comfortable you and I. If we want to be pumped up, do great things, of course, no objection. If we do not, we have a place in this planet. I think we have a place in this planet for being an ordinary person. So that's the idea of making demotivational talk. And by doing these demotivational talks, I start to be motivated by my own demotivational thoughts. That is, letting other people know that you can be yourself. You are better off to be authentic self. So this is the new series of podcast. I call it How to Run and Not Success. How to run a not successful business, but having fun with it. This is unsolicited advice. Nobody has asked me how you make a video, how you make your YouTube channel. I cannot make it up. Nobody wanted to hear from me. But I do, just from my heart, I want to tell the world that I am having fun making video. See, now I am having fun. And if I do not make this video, I may be at home and just staring at the screen. But now I am having fun just hearing my voice. And we all can have fun. We all can do something for our own self. For our own self. Not for other people. Not for making money. Not for growing career. Not for any of those. Because when our goal is beyond our territory of control, it becomes frustration. Because we want to control something we cannot control. I remember the other day I talked to my son. I said, maybe we should do something together. I had an idea, we do something together. And then I said, you have to like it. You cannot say that I don't like it. I'm not sure whether this is what I like. He has expressed there was one time, well, you know, sometimes you are in the mood, another person is not in the mood. And he said that. And I thought this is a very philosophical thing, he said. He said, you cannot let me love something. You cannot let me like something, which is so true. I cannot let other people like me. I cannot let other people like the thing I do. I cannot let other people to do something which I think is good and which is good. But you should allow other people have the liberty to decide at that particular moment they like it or not. So I am thinking I will make this video is part of it. How to make a business and having fun with it. And I want to cancel or delete or get rid of or eliminate the word success or not success, successful or not successful. It's not even relevant, irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Success or not is irrelevant. I do what I can do. I do what I enjoy to do. And that is enough. And that is the goal of this video. To have fun, to do what I like to do. So on January, I already posted my first and second chapter. Around every 2 or 3 days, 3 or 4 days, there is a new podcast. And another thing is that as I was doing that, I'm thinking, if the whole month talking about one thing, it would be a little bit annoying. It's a little bit boring. Even if it is a series, next month I will change. I add up some story time, some other things. So on January, it's about how to make a business and truly have fun of it. That's it. Make a business, including open an online shop. I have an Etsy shop, including open an online course. The course on Coursera, the course on Udemy, the course on Teachable, which I am on these 3 platforms. And how to run a Patreon. I am on Patreon, but I'm not asking any money. Maybe I will revive that. And how to start a YouTube channel. And any of this is a business. You need to have fun, to enjoy it. I'm sorry, this is library. A lot of people, I am a little bit distracted. So let's keep on. I am holding it with my hand. You can see this hand is holding the camera, and a little bit tired now. And I just want to say how to make a video or how to start a YouTube channel. Okay, let's talk about how to start a YouTube channel. First, you have a goal, right? If you go to any strategic talk, everyone will say, what is your goal? There are people make their goal have 1,000 subscribers within 1 month, 1 million subscribers within the first 2 years, all these things, and reach to how many likes and things. It does not belong to us. It's beyond our control. Our goal is to make video. If you do want to make a YouTube channel, and this video is for you. If you want to make a YouTube channel and get on the momentum of New Year resolution, let's do it. The very first thing, press the record button. I am sure you have a cell phone. What I am using is a cell phone. I use my right hand holding it. If I use my left hand, it just blocks the camera. Anyway, you use your hand. You do not need any equipment, 0 investment. Everything comes from practice. Comes from practice. If go back to look at anyone's video, the very first one video might be good because it is just like this. Every time when you do something, first time is always successful. When you do a cooking, when you do something, it's just strange. Anyway, when you look at your beginning stage or early stage of your work, it's always ugly, right? It's always ugly. We suck until we don't. We need to practice until we are comfortable with the camera. Find your strengths. My strength is my voice. Everyone loves a loser's voice because it's not pushing. No, not everyone loves. At least winner-loser is out of the equation. I do speak in a slow voice. And I do calm you down, I think. If you get stressed in front of this video, it's not my problem, it's your problem. Nobody can get stressed in front of Hai Ying's video, right? I assure you, 300%. So this is my strength. And this strength comes from 15 years, 10 years, 15 years, 5 years, comes from long time practice. By nature, I do have a slow voice. So you develop something you are good at. Your goal is not making how many subscribers. Your goal is not you get revenue sharing. Your goal is not get people like you. It's their business. Your goal is making one video, and then make 10 video, and then make 100 video. And you practice from that. Your goal is not buy the best equipment. And your strength is not in the equipment. It's in yourself. It's in, let's use the trendy word, your brand. My brand is my voice. My brand is my broken English, so that everyone can understand me. So that I need to say things repetitively, slowly, to get my idea heard. Do I make sense? That's my word. And that's my strength. Your strength maybe is talking with different dialect, with different accent, play the sound and do a cooking, do other things. Make sure you do the thing that you are good at. I am not good at painting, but I am good at shameless showing my mistake. That could be your strength also. Maybe you are not so shameless as me. Yeah, so think about all the things you want to do and be courageous to be the original self. So this is the video setup, so easy, and who knows if this video will go viral or not. And also, you set up your goal not going viral. If you set up your goal going viral, you are dependent on YouTube, on Instagram, on social media, on Pinterest, they change. They change. You see, the boss changed. The boss get rid of people. We all know that company, the stock going down because the boss is getting a little bit overwhelmed by his own intelligence, by his own alphaness. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Do not rely on anyone else. Make sure that what you are doing is depending on you and you and you only. Nobody else, nothing else. Not even depending on your tripod. Not even depending on, that guy. Not even depending on your microphone. I have no microphone, no tripod, just sitting here. You can see my hand. It's too tiring. I put my arm rested here, holding the camera or holding the cell phone just like that. And I am sure this is a pretty stable setup. And I have tried actually to put it here. You can see, I have tried to put it here. The lens, the height is just perfect, but there is a problem with it. It's the reflection of sound. My sound project to here, and my sound from my mouth project to here and echo back. So the sound was not very good quality. And inside this room, you do not need a microphone. If inside the room, you do not need microphone. I can even do asthma with this without any microphone, without anything. Inside your car, inside your toilet, do not flash the water. Do not flush the water. Inside a toilet, inside, yeah, it can produce good sound. Okay, let me do some asthma sound. I do not want you to see too close on my face, so I turn the camera. Okay, so I am super duper duper super super duper duper super super duper super super duper 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 super. I am super duper close to the microphone, the sound input of myself. The outside scene is very interesting. Not interesting, it's very quiet, serene, so you can do anything, right? You can start without fancy equipment, complicated equipment. Just go ahead and do it. Think about a catchphrase, recite a poem. If you do not want to show your face, put a picture or standing in front of a good picture or an interesting scene, then you are starting. Once you step out your first step. Once you have made your first video, second is following. third is following, and the rest is coming. I need to tell you a story. This is my son told me a story. He played game with other friends, and he knows one guy, and he made video explain games, explain skins, explain the strategies, and every day or every now and then he had his very good schedule. He had his a rigid schedule. Anyway, he make it regularly. At that time, he will post a video, good quality, pristine, high resolution, good quality, good sound. Nobody subscribed. He had 20 subscribers, 80 subscribers, but he never gave up. He just kept on doing that. A few months later, I don't know, a few years later. Anyway, it took a couple of years for that guy. Now my son, look at his channel. It became just blow up, just blow up. Once you have something, you know, and you do it right, the accumulation of labor will pay you off eventually. This is why when I sell something, if you do not pay me, it's okay. If something get into trouble, nobody has not paid me. No, it's not fair. If something get into trouble, for example, a bottle of jam broken, I do not ask question. I do not need picture. I return, I refund or resend. Heaven knows, heaven will make things fair and square. I can control what I can control. Something wrong with the system, with other people, with the surrounding, it's beyond me. Heaven will take care. Heaven will put things right. So we do not lie. If we lie, if we cheat, we will get the revenge. Not from me, not from you, not from a person, but from heaven, which is much, much more severe, more harsh punishment, right? I'm sorry for your time. You should enjoy with your family already. Okay. Good sleep. Bye-bye, friends. I love you. I really do. Do.